Welcome to the Soldier's Heart. Today we are cracking the code on a seriously powerful, science-backed strategy for the CDS English exam. This is all about turning the knowledge you already have into a top-tier score. Because let's be real, it's not just about what you know, it's about how you perform under pressure. So let's get right into it. Does this sound familiar? You've put in the hours, you've memorized the grammar rules, you've done the work, but your mock test scores just aren't moving. It's the super common, super frustrating gap between knowing the material and actually landing those high marks when the clock is ticking. And that feeling right there, that's exactly what we're going to fix today. This isn't just another study guide telling you what to learn. This is a performance guide designed to help you finally prove what you're capable of and turn all that hard work into a score you can be proud of. Now, you might think that your success in this exam is all dot about how well you speak English in your daily life. But here's the thing that's not quite the full picture. Success really boils down to how well you master three very specific pillars of preparation. Okay, so think of it like this. Grammar, rules, that's your foundation, absolutely essential vocabulary. That's a great tool to have, but let's be honest, it can be a total wildcard on the exam. But the real game changer, the secret weapon that ties everything together, it's reading. Consistent, focused reading is the single most powerful tool you have. So why is reading so incredibly effective? Well, it taps into this amazing concept called language acquisition. You see, instead of just memorizing a list of rules, you're actually internalizing the natural structure of the language just by being exposed to it. You start to develop this gut feeling, this instinct for what sounds right without even thinking about the grammar book. And check this out. This is us getting inside the examiner's head. The paper is actually built with a very specific design. Roughly, 500 is easy based on reading skills, 500 is moderate testing grammar, and the final 500 is hard, hitting you with that tricky vocabulary. Knowing the structure isn't just trivia. It's like having a map of the battlefield before the fight even begins. Alright, let's connect all this to the most important tool you have on exam day. Your brain. We're about to dive into a simple but brilliant brain hack that can prevent that mental fatigue. You know, the one that costs so many good candidates so many marks. Come on. We've all been there, right? Your eyes scan the words, you get to the bottom of the page, and you have absolutely no idea what you just read. It's because the part of your brain that handles reading, the temporal lobe, has basically just hit a wall. It gets saturated, overworked, and it's screaming for a break. And this right here is the core of the whole strategy. Your brain has different muscles for different jobs. The temporal lobe is your reading muscle. The parietal lobe is your rule recalling muscle. The secret is to switch between them. You give one part of your brain a rest while the other one gets to work. It's that simple. So here it is, the alternating method. You tackle a reading heavy task like a big comprehension passage. Then as soon as you're done, you immediately switch gears to a non-reading task like error spotting or finding synonyms. By repeating this cycle, you keep both parts of your brain fresh and firing on all cylinders. You prevent that mid-exam burnout and stay sharp for the full 2 hours. Okay, so we have our core technique, but now let's talk about what might just be the most important part of the entire exam. The very beginning, how you kick things off can literally determine your final score. I'm serious. Those first 5 minutes, just standby seconds, are everything. They set the tone, they manage your stress, and they prepare you for victory. Let's see how. Okay, rule number 1, and this is non-negotiable. You never ever start solving from question 1. It's a trap. Examiners love to group reading heavy sections right at the beginning. If you just dive in, you risk exhausting your brain's reading center before you've even found your rhythm. Instead, you're going to perform what we call the flipping rhythm ritual. For those first 5 minutes, you don't solve a single thing. Um, you just calmly flip through every single page of the paper. This isn't wasting time, it's a strategic investment. You're absorbing the pressure, creating a mental map of the paper, and getting ready for any surprises. It's like an SSB task. You survey the terrain before you make your first move. Alright, so you've done your flipping ritual, you have your mental map, you've got the alternating method in your back pocket. Now it's time to execute the plan with a round based dot strategy designed to maximize your score and minimize your stress. This is your 2 round attack plan. In round 1, your only mission is to hunt for the easy wins, the low hanging fruit. Using your alternating method, you solve only the questions you are by and be sure about anything that makes start. You pause or think too hard, you just circle it and move on. No ego, pure strategy. Then in round 2, with a bunch of marks already secured, you go back to those circled questions and tackle them with the time you have left. And through this whole thing, your mindset is your most powerful weapon. Telling yourself things like all is well, or if I can't solve this, no one on dot can isn't just fluffy feel good advice, it's science positive self talk and actually trigger a dopamine release in your brain. And dopamine is a hormone that boosts focus and lightning efficiency. It is a biological performance enhancer you can control. So in the end, it all comes down to this. Knowledge is crucial, of course, but knowledge alone is not enough to guarantee a top score. The real difference, the thing that separates a well prepared candidate from a high scoring one, is applying smart science backed techniques like these. So, the real question you have to ask yourself is, are you just going to study hard, or are you ready to start training smart?